Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. You guys definitely should have taken a boat. Do you know how short this runway is? This is literally the shortest runway in the world. And we're in a pretty big plane to be landing here, so if you did any amount of research, you should have known better than to be on this plane right now. But I'm going to do my best. I can't guarantee anything. Remain seated, seatbelt securely fastened. Life vests are located under the seat in front of you and can be inflated by pulling on the tab on the left side. We'll be on the ground or in the water momentarily. Thank you.
What you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still...
I guess you wonder where I've been.
What? You just look so good today. Whatever, you don't even like me. Oh, okay.
It's right above us. The country right above us, the language they speak.
Spanish.
The country right above us, not below us.
Bitch, I don't know.
You got Mexico, U.S., and... Fuck, Skip! Oh, my God.
I'm not gonna do
All right,
this.
it's not Chinese, it's...
Japanese.
Okay. It's not German. It sounds really fancy. Tendresse, calesse.
Spanish.
No, sir. It got a lot of... Oui.
Chinese.
Oui.
You said oui.
Louis French.
Why did you say bonjour?
It's...
You bitches couldn't even spell inches. Y'all bitches really could never. I'm giving you body. Just got my body done.
Fuck. Did you just cuss? No, don't tell the teacher. I'm telling the teacher. Don't tell the teacher. Teacher, can I go to the bathroom? Stop, motherfucker. Fuck. Did you just cuss? No, don't tell the teacher. I'm telling the teacher. Don't tell the teacher. Teacher, can I go to the bathroom? Stop, motherfucker. Fuck. Pull up on the scene. I ain't getting home, nigga. What the hell it mean? Nigga, the fiend. Pull up on the scene. I ain't getting home, nigga. What the hell it mean? Nigga, the fiend.
When your sibling says "ino" before you.
Oh!
When your sibling says "ino" before you.
Oh!
Congratulations on your beautiful baby boy.
I bet you didn't know. I bet you didn't know the mysterious case of the missing boy, Bobby Dunbar. He was born May 24th, 1908. In August of 1912, him and his parents took a fishing trip to Swayze Lake in Louisiana. On the day of August 23rd of the trip, little Bobby went missing. Authorities searched high and low for 8 months until they located William Walters. Walters was found traveling through Mississippi with a young boy that looked just like Bobby. When questioned, Walters said that this boy was Bruce Anderson, who was the son of a woman who worked for his family. Despite this, Walters was immediately arrested, and the Dunbars headed directly to Mississippi. Now, there's been different accounts from newspapers how this reunion went. First to approach him was Leslie Dunbar, Bobby's mother. One account said that the young boy screamed "Mother!" and ran to her. Another said the young boy just cried. and quoted Leslie saying, "I'm not sure if this is my son." Other newspaper sources said both parents doubted if this was Bobby. There were similar contradictions when he was reunited with his younger brother. Some say he recognized his little brother Alonzo immediately. Others said he had no recollection of Alonzo at all. After taking him home, Leslie ended up giving him a bath. She said from the moles and scars she was certain this was her son, Bobby. Shortly after, Julia Anderson was wondering where her son Bruce was. She strongly suggested, "No, this is my son Bruce." But since she had her children out of wedlock, they didn't really take her so seriously. With no money to fight the court, Julia had no choice but to return home without her son. Walter went on trial for kidnapping. They said he was the man who took Bobby Dunbar. But multiple people were coming forward. They saw Walters with this boy, and his name was Bruce. And they saw them together long before Bobby ever disappeared. But in the end, Walter was convicted for kidnapping. So this child went on living the rest of his life as Bobby Dunbar. It wasn't until Bobby's grandchild came forward and did a DNA test to see if the DNA matched his brother's grandchild. It didn't. So Bruce Anderson was forced to leave everything that he knew and live his life as Bobby Dunbar. And the fate of the actual Bobby Dunbar is still unknown to this day. I bet you didn't know the horrific story of the Jenny Jones Show killer. Jonathan Schmitz was invited to the Jenny Jones Show. He was told that he had a secret admirer, and they were going to introduce them on the show. Excited, Jonathan agreed. When he first walked out, he recognized a woman in the crowd, so he walked up and kissed her. That's when everyone started laughing and saying, "Oh, that's not your secret admirer." His admirer turned out to be his acquaintance, Scott Amdur. On screen, Jonathan seemed amused and even flattered. It all seemed lighthearted, and Jonathan's response was just, "I'm definitely heterosexual." Everyone just expected, "Oh, okay, that's fine. It was just a misunderstanding." And they could still remain friends after this. But that wasn't the case. 3 days after the recording of the show, Jonathan arrived home to find an anonymous letter. The contents of this letter were never revealed, but Jonathan didn't like what he read. So he went directly to Scott's home. Scott answered the door, surprised and happy to see Jonathan. Jonathan asked him if he was the one who had written the letter. Scott's only response was a smile. That's when Jonathan went to his car and retrieved a shotgun. He shot Scott in the chest twice, killing him instantly. He then left Scott's home and called the police and confessed to the killing. Now, Scott's friends claimed there was already a sexual relationship between the two, that there had been an affair going on. Of course, Jonathan denied this, and his attorney in court came to his defense saying this was an ambush tactic, and they had totally humiliated Jonathan. Of course, everyone's attention turned to the Jenny Jones Show, that if they hadn't have put on this show, that Scott would still be alive. But I think no matter what, Jonathan shouldn't have shot him. Jonathan's attorney also said that because Jonathan's father made homophobic comments to him, that he suffered from gay panic, and that's why he murdered Scott. And it somehow worked in his favor. Jonathan was convicted of second-degree murder. He was to serve 25 to 50 years in prison. But get this, Jonathan was released in 2017 on parole. So now he's a free man after murdering someone for confessing to having feelings for him.